on December 5th, a full 4 days before he was arrested. Now, you remember, Mangione's mother had reported him missing to that police department back in November 18th. The FBI says they passed that tip along to the NYPD. We don't know if or when the NYPD reviewed it, but we do know more about what will happen next for Mangione. The Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, suggesting he could be in New York a lot sooner than expected.
Indications are that the defendant may waive, but that waiver is not complete until a court proceeding, which my understanding from court officials in Pennsylvania cannot happen until Tuesday. So until that time, we're going to continue to press forward on parallel paths, and we'll be ready whether he is going to waive extradition or whether he's going to contest extradition.
And Justin, tonight, the New York Times reports that Mangione's escape was not what police originally thought. The Times reports he actually took a subway train to Penn Station before leaving the state. Let's break this all down with my panel of experts. Joining me now, Pete Lapp, a retired FBI special agent, Joey Jackson, a CNN legal analyst and defense attorney, and Scott Vaughn, a criminologist and producer and star of Serial Killers with Dr. Scott Vaughn, for which she's touring in the country right now. Joey, let me begin with you here. Look, couple this news from Bragg with this. Mangione has hired a high-profile New York attorney to rep him in that state, former CNN contributor Karen Friedman Agnifilo. Your takeaway, and what does it mean for his extradition to New York?
Yeah, good evening, Laura. I think it's a great development. Certainly, she's skilled in the process. She was a former Manhattan assistant district attorney, chief of a division, my former office, and certainly she comes to it with certain qualities, I think, that will bode well for him. Ultimately, though, the evidence and facts are what the evidence and facts are. They seem to be very compelling. Now, she and any attorney, right, will await discovery. In New York, we have what's called open file discovery. That is, as soon as he gets back and is arraigned, prosecutors have 15 days to get all the discovery. They can get another 30 if it's voluminous, which I think they will do. On the issue of extradition, though, I think as it stands now, the district attorney is presenting the case to a grand jury. We know, right, Laura, that a grand jury doesn't decide guilt or innocence. They simply decide whether there's reasonable cause to believe that a crime was committed and that this defendant committed it. And